Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. While Golden Bachelor Season 2 lead Mel Owens originally faced calls for his firing after making ageist comments, he is still set to find love this fall on the show, and the potential women who will vie for his heart have been revealed. Owens, 66, a former NFL linebacker, was revealed to be the lead of the newest season of the ABC show, and he has proven to already be a semi-controversial choice for the network. Not only has he been given some harsh words from his ex-wife, as well as a $980K divorce bill, but he ran into hot water with fans over his comments about the age of the women he wanted on the show. On the M Go Blue podcast in June, he admitted he told producers he only wanted women aged 45 to 60, and that if they were over 60, I'm cutting them. DXUS, Joe Biden announces 2024 re-election bid. However, he was reminded that the show was not the Silver Bachelor, and despite backlash for the comments, he is set to potentially find love again. ABC has now revealed the identities of 25 women who could appear on the show's season. This follows a similar format from other franchise series where they reveal the entire cast, in addition to a few curveballs, before fully unveiling the ones who will compete. The identities were revealed in a post on the Golden Bachelor Facebook page. While Owens may have been hopeful for women 60 and under, only 3 of his potential prospects fall in that age range: Maya, 58, from Malibu, California; Cindy, 60, from Austin, Texas; and Monica P., 60, from Birmingham, Alabama. The largest portion of potential contestants is between the ages of 61 and 65, making up 14 of the potential candidates. Of those, 6 are 62: Kara Monica B., Peg, Roxanne, Susie, and Tracy. An additional 4 women are between the ages of 66 and 69, with the final 4 potential candidates all over the age of 70. Those women are Diane, 71, from Wasilla, Alaska; Terry, 71, from Houston, Texas; Lily, 72, from Pacific Palisades, California; and Andra, 77, from San Francisco, California. Overall, the average age of the potential women competing for Owens' heart is 64.68. As for how many will appear on the season, Jerry Turner's season of the show featured 22 women, while Joan Vasso's season of The Golden Bachelorette featured 24 men. If the show follows the same format as Jerry's season, all but 3 of the women will appear on the show.
In television history stop us in our tracks. We watch them unfold, eyes wide, hearts caught between disbelief and fascination. And just when we think we've seen it all, a twist arrives that changes everything. That's exactly what happened when the Mel Owens scandal shook the very core of The Golden Bachelor. One moment, we were celebrating love stories and second chances, and the next, whispers and headlines made us wonder what's real and what's been hidden from us all along. Now, as the dust begins to settle, ABC has given us our first real look at the new Golden Bachelor contestants. And let me tell you, these faces, these stories, and the subtle undercurrents running beneath them will have you seeing the show in a completely new light. Stay with me, because over the next few minutes, we're not just meeting contestants, we're uncovering what they reveal about the show's future and about us. The Scandal's Afterglow. Before we meet the new hopefuls, we need to talk about the weight in the room. The Mel Owens scandal wasn't just a headline, it was a tremor that rippled through production, through fan discussions, and yes, through the hearts of contestants themselves. Producers suddenly had a different challenge. How do you cast a season in the shadow of controversy? How do you convince an audience, especially one that's been loyal year after year, that this show still stands for romance, sincerity, and dignity? And here's where it gets interesting. Instead of hiding from the scandal, ABC seems to have leaned into authenticity. The contestants we're about to meet are not polished in a made-for-TV way. They are polished in the way life polishes you, through heartbreak, through resilience, through starting over when the world thinks your story is already written. And there's one contestant in particular who might just be the producer's boldest choice yet. The bold entry. Her name is Evelyn, 68, from Arizona, a retired nurse with a wit so quick it could cut glass. She survived 3 marriages, 2 major health scares, and 1 disastrous attempt at online dating that ended when the man asked if she could loan him $5,000 for a business idea. When Evelyn steps into the Golden Bachelor mansion, she doesn't just smile for the cameras. She scans the room like a woman who's seen the best and worst of people. And when asked about Mel Owens, she doesn't flinch. Scandals happen when people forget why they're here. I haven't forgotten. Evelyn's presence is a reminder. This season isn't about picture-perfect love stories. It's about love that's been through the fire and still shows up. The charmer with a secret. Then we meet Charles, 70, a retired jazz pianist from New Orleans. Tall, distinguished, and with a smile that makes you feel instantly at ease. Charles has that old-world charm you can't fake. But here's the twist. Charles has actually turned down the chance to be on the show before. He says the Mel Owens scandal changed his mind. He says life's too short to watch stories happen from the sidelines. What the audience doesn't know yet, and what producers are very careful to hint at in previews, is that Charles might already know one of the women in the cast. Not from romance, but from a chapter in his past that could either rekindle an old spark or blow the whole thing apart. A different kind of beauty queen. From pageants to purpose, meet Loretta, 64, a former Miss South Carolina who now runs a small animal rescue. She walks in wearing vintage pearls, the kind that have been in the family for decades, and a smile that's both camera-ready and deeply human. In an interview, Loretta admits that the scandal made her think twice about joining. I thought maybe this isn't the right time. But then I remembered, women my age have been told it's not the right time our whole lives. I wasn't going to hear that again. Loretta's blend of grace and grit could make her a fan favorite, or a lightning rod, depending on how she plays her cards. A cast that feels different. As the roll call continues, something becomes clear. This cast feels different. Gone are the contestants who seem too polished, too perfect, too rehearsed. Instead, we see laugh lines, weathered hands, and eyes that have both spark and depth. It's as though the producers decided, if we're going to win back trust after Mel Owens, we're going to show the real thing. But with realness comes unpredictability, and unpredictability is ratings gold. You can bet the season's first group date will test not just chemistry, but loyalty. And with whispers of certain contestants having strong opinions about Mel still circulating, the tension is already simmering. Music shifts to something a little more upbeat, like a hopeful turning point. But the magic of the Golden Bachelor has never just been about the drama. It's about the moments where someone looks across a table and realizes they're not alone in the world anymore.
That captivates. Next, we meet Diane, 66, a former college professor with a passion for poetry and a laugh that feels like an embrace. Diane didn't come to the mansion chasing fairy tales. Her goal? Connection. Genuine, soulful connection. She confesses on camera. After the Mel Owens news broke, I almost pulled out. It made me question if people like me, quiet, thoughtful, maybe a little old-fashioned, had a place here. But Diane stayed, and her presence introduces a quieter kind of strength. Her story is a reminder that sometimes the loudest hearts beat beneath the calmest exteriors. And trust me, Diane's calm demeanor hides a secret that's about to shock us all. The younger spark with an older soul. Not everyone here is a lifelong retiree. Meet Marcus, 58, a vibrant entrepreneur from California with an energy that feels half his age. Marcus talks about navigating late love with humor and humility. He shares, "I wasn't sure about this show until I saw the new cast. It felt real, like people who aren't afraid to be honest. The Mel Owens scandal shook things, but it also cleared the air. We're here to be ourselves." Marcus represents the beautiful truth that love doesn't always come on time. Sometimes it arrives fashionably late. And if his energy is any indication, the season will be filled with moments that make us all hope again. The unexpected wildcard. And then there's Sarah. You'll never guess her story. A former political campaign manager, Sarah's charisma and sharp mind have everyone guessing. She steps into the mansion with the kind of confidence that commands attention, but she's also been candid about why she's here. I want to find someone who loves me for my head and my heart, not just the image. The Mel Owens scandal reminded me that reality TV can sometimes forget the real people behind the cameras. I'm here to change that. Sarah's a wild card. Will she shake the foundations of this season? Or will she find that the greatest challenge is letting herself be vulnerable in front of millions? How the scandal shaped the production. Behind every dramatic moment, there's a team trying to keep the story authentic yet compelling. The Mel Owens scandal forced producers to rethink every step, from casting to editing. Insiders say the show's new motto is truth over gloss. That means less scripted moments, fewer manufactured conflicts, and more focus on real emotions. But here's the catch. Real emotions can be messy, unpredictable, and yes, controversial. Which raises a question. Are we ready to embrace that kind of raw honesty on a show we've long loved for its escapism? Only time will tell, but the first episodes are already sparking conversations, debates, and more than a few surprises. The power of second chances. Ultimately, The Golden Bachelor isn't just about romance. It's about hope. Hope that no matter your age, your past, or your heartbreaks, there's still a chance to start anew. The contestants we meet embody this spirit. Their stories of loss and renewal, courage and vulnerability challenge us to rethink what love looks like after 60, 70, and beyond. As the season unfolds, these first glimpses remind us why we watch, to believe in the possibility that even after scandal and setbacks, love can still be golden. What fans are saying. Social media has been buzzing since the casting reveal. Fans of all ages are weighing in, some excited by the diverse, authentic mix of contestants, others cautious, worried the scandal might overshadow the season. A common thread? Many viewers say they appreciate seeing real people with real stories. One longtime fan posted, "I watch The Bachelor for the hope it brings, and this season, after everything, I think it might bring more hope than ever." Will the audience embrace this new chapter, or will lingering doubts about the show's integrity cloud the joy? Stay tuned, because the next twist could come from the fans themselves. The unseen connections. Something that's not yet widely known, some contestants share hidden past connections, friendships, business partnerships, even chance meetings years ago. These subtle links add layers to the unfolding story, creating an intricate web behind the scenes. Producers have hinted that these connections will surface slowly, building intrigue and testing the contestants' trust. And when old wounds or old sparks reignite, the drama intensifies, but so does the possibility for deeper understanding. A message for the audience. As we prepare to dive into this new season, remember, The Golden Bachelor is more than a TV show. It's a mirror reflecting our own desires for connection, second chances, and renewal. No matter what your age or what life has thrown at you, these stories remind us all that the human heart is endlessly capable of hope. And sometimes, the most unexpected journeys lead us exactly where we need to be. Teaser for what's next. In the episodes to come, expect surprising alliances, heart-wrenching confessions, and moments so tender they will bring tears, and moments so tense they will leave you breathless. And remember the name Evelyn, because her story is far from over. What will she reveal about resilience? What secret might change the game entirely? Stay tuned, because this season, The Golden Bachelor isn't just about love, it's about rediscovering the courage to open your heart again. Thank you for joining me on this first look into a season unlike any other. If you want more updates, deep dives, and exclusive insights, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Here's to love, laughter, and second chances, the Golden Way.